adds that as a thick bottom down there.
Yeah, there's lots of hiding places in there.
You could have 1,000 buffalo down there. Never see them. Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo.
Where?
The far side. See that little open patch out there? Kind of just off the bend?
Yes.
Goes straight up. They're just working right on the edge. We got up there and we spied a herd that was probably 300-400 yards away, maybe 500-600 yards away. Tough to tell exactly in the cover. But from there, we were able to get down, get on their track, make a plan to get after them. Well, these buffalo have to be somewhere, don't they?
Yeah. We just got to find out where they're moving, Chris, and find some cover where we can work with them. We will drive around and hope to cut tracks from where they've crossed the road, or we'll go for walks in likely places to cut tracks. And once we find sign, the trackers get on them. We fill up a rucksack with water. We never know when we're going to be back at the vehicle. It's normally 5, 6, 7 hours.
Spending 5 to 7, 8 hours a day hiking through the hills looking for buffalo, you get to see a lot of different things. And this is an area that used to have really big elephants, but back in the 70s and 80s, before sport hunting came in here and protected the herds overall, they were poached pretty heavily. But to see one lone magnificent bull elephant that close, it's all part of what makes safaris magical, I think. Timbo, look at that.
Some jumbo there.
I tell you, it's deceptive because that guy looks good size, but
their bodies are much smaller here.
They are, and the ivory's thin compared to those
Still pretty,
Zimbos.
though. Very pretty.
Oh, yeah, magnificent. You know you're in Africa when you see an elephant, I'll tell you that. Supersized. Well, where would you be if you were a buffalo?
In the thick stuff. Sleeping.
Off we go, huh?
Yeah.
At this time of year in July, which is early season here, they're all congregated in these big herds, which means lots of sets of eyes watching you. Just made it that much more difficult to try and get in on these animals, which are wary anyway. It's an adrenaline rush unlike anything in the hunting world to get in that tight to so many Cape buffalo and not know which direction they're going to go. They can't smell us yet.
Yeah, they're not sure. They've seen movement, but they're not sure what's going on.
There's got to be. There's got to be. I see some more moving in the bush back there.
Looks like a bull in the back there, just sort of nice big horn. A young bull. When we find ourselves in a herd situation, we're looking for mature bulls, the older bulls. They don't always have the biggest, widest horns, but they're the solid buffalo, they're the mature buffalo, and they're the buffalo that we're targeting to take out. They've done their breeding, they've done their job, and they've spread their genes around. Those are the buffalo that we're looking at hunting.
Got any hardtop bulls in there?
No, because I can only see a couple of soft bulls there.
It's a nice size herd there.
Cows and youngsters so far.
I'd like to see the big guy step out right here.
That would be perfect.
Boy, this wind is just screwing us right now.
Yeah, very swirly.
I got the feeling those things are gonna spook.
I'm sure.
Buffalo's senses are very, very good. They've got exceptional eyesight, they've got good hearing, and they've got very good smell. Obviously, we can't decide which way the wind goes, so often you'll come up close to buffalo and you know that they're right there.
They get a whiff of you and they're out of there.
And then you start all over again.
You know what this means?
Yep, we didn't get a good enough look at them, eh?
It's gonna be all day tracking these things.
We'll let them settle down for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll get the wind right and we'll go in after them into that thick stuff.
All right. You still got a track up there?
Yeah, that's where they come through here, eh? I think they're just feeding along these boogers.
Yeah, they're not spooked at all, are they?
No.
That's good. Let's hope we find them that way. We're 8 days into this safari. We still had not seen a buffalo worth shooting. We'd only seen, frankly, one herd in 8 days. It's been hot. You're just working this heavy cover. Very, very difficult hunting. But we finally found this herd unaware of us. The wind was right, and Zayne and I worked down and around to try and get ahead of them, hoping that they would just come through single file and we could pick out the right bull or two bulls.
We went into the herd very, very aggressively. We had a bit of a vantage point. The wind was a little bit gusty. They winded us very slightly and ran off initially.
So we did a quick sprint to try and get ahead of them. They were aware of us, but not totally spooked at that point, so they just veered off, went back across this small little valley. The 375 Sacco's on the sticks, and I'm just waiting for him to give me a shot.
You see him on the right there?
I got him.
Breaking off on the right. Whenever you're ready. To the right. Let's go.
Got him.
Off to the
Got
right. Shot.
He peeled off to the left. All the buffalo ran further down the valley. Complete mayhem of buffalo running everywhere. One of those classic buffalo encounters where all hell breaks loose.
What was a careful stalk has now become a mad dash to catch up with and put down a wounded buffalo before it goes into even heavier cover.
They should break right out through that clear.
Yeah, they should be coming through any second now.
See a bull.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, there they go.
Okay.
It's not a good sign that the wounded bull does not seem to be falling back from the herd. For now, though, there is no alternative but to run, and run hard to see if they can intercept the buffalo before it reaches the ground upon which it will be ready to defend
There
itself.
they go, there they go. So we let the herd just keel off and settle down, and we cut back and started looking for the blood trail.
Chris, let's just... I'd rather you carry your double than this thick stuff here. Eh?
They're getting close.
Yeah. I think that's a good chance to use that now. Okay. Right, 22.
We didn't see a lot of blood on this buffalo, but I distinctly remember as the bull was running away, in the scope I could see blood coming out the offside shoulder. Buffalo are shock absorbers for lead. I mean, these things are the toughest animals on hooves. A 300 grain bullet seems like a big bullet until you get in the presence of a Cape buffalo and you look at him and you just go, boy, I don't know if I have enough gun here. But it was maybe 20 minutes later, we just worked up and
We found the herd again. By this time they had settled down. We did another approach and snuck up to them. And this time we got even closer than the first time. And
Chris, come here.
we went again very aggressively.
Ready, there's a bull coming up here. Come here, come here. See the one closest to us there?
top one.
No?
They were running, we were running.
Okay, he's on the left-hand side of the herd.
Which one? To the far right.
Yeah, you see he's stopping there?
Is that the one that's
Yeah,
hit?
yeah, shoot that one.
Okay, I've got.
Shoot.
We got the one buffalo down, made sure that it was down and out. Then Chris used his double and shot another buffalo.
Okay, that other one's hit also. Come. Brain this one. There's the other one on the left. Brain it. Brain it. Okay, come. Reload your barrel. Reload your gun. Beauty. Okay. Can you see him in the bush there?
Yep.
Angalia, you. Okay. Yeah. Good shooting. He's down. Reload timber.
Our summer, June, July, August time frame, I'm thinking somewhere in Africa there's some great hunting to be had. What did this guy give us the runaround, huh?
It's a beauty, eh?
It takes many years of hunting before you are really ready to tackle dangerous game, and that's when you really appreciate what this is all about.
Well done, Chris. We've worked hard for these buggers, eh?
That is a beauty, isn't it? Look at the boss on that guy. Tell you what, after 8 days of
Hard hunting,
almost no contact, this is a
godsend.
this is a watershed moment. There is absolutely a danger factor. What a beauty.
Let's check him.
Just tap them just to be sure here, huh?
Yeah.
You can never predict all the variables. These are still wild animals, they're powerful animals, they're animals that challenge your position on top of the food chain, but it's a controlled risk, it's a calculated risk based on your own performance as a shooter, as a hunter, as somebody who's aware of the environment, somebody who knows how to read animals to keep themselves out of harm's way. They're going to test your wits, your mettle, your strength, your endurance, your emotions. Until you hunt dangerous game, you'll never truly know what you're capable of as a hunter.
Big old bull.
Thank you, old fella.
They're tough, eh?
A bullet right underneath there.
Tough animals.
Safari literally means journey, but journey means many different things. Different animals, different experiences, the instantaneous decision of making a shot on an animal. This kind of hunting seems to only endure here in Africa. I love coming back here. I've got lots of great memories. It's in my blood, no question about it.